this dude Elder Goose been calling my homies monkeys in big stream chats and his personal stream and on Twitter for a minute. Folks just don't be paying attention. F that dude.
He be calling people monkeys. He's Frieza. He's Frieza. Smash that like button and subscribe. Hit that bell. So if you guys don't know who Elder Goose is, let me tell you guys. Elder Goose is very, very animated as a player. He definitely gets into a lot of spats with players online, at least in terms of streaming. He'll stream, he'll get mad, he'll talk mad trash about the other player, but this is not just regular trash talk, right?
I don't give a singular fuck he got top 16 at ECT. Who the fuck just won Blink? Noah, playing like a retard. Suck my dick, please. Shut the fuck up, Ashley. Please, for the love of fucking God. No. Like, stop glazing the worst niggas on the fucking planet. I'm so tired of it. You got retards winning Street Fighter 6 fucking majors. What are you yapping about?
Like, niggas like this tilt me, dog. Like, you just sit there, waddle back and forth for no fucking reason. You're not doing nothing, no buttons being displayed. And then you just randomly jump. Like, you're not doing nothing productive on the screen right now. Bro, this is so... I'm not playing this. Suck my dick.
That's crazy.
This is wasting my fucking time, actually.
I know about Elder Goose. I've watched Elder Goose in the past. He'll be in my streams from time to time, you know, and I haven't had any issues with Elder Goose. I didn't get any problems with Elder Goose. Maybe like I had this one moment where he called me the R, you know, he said the R word to me. He called me retarded for playing in an anime style in Street Fighter 6, but it didn't really bother me. You know, I just was like, all right, whatever. He's salty about the game. I'm salty about the game. I'm not going to sit here and say he's wrong for that. But it's the way in which he expresses his salt that is probably why he feels that way. And it's not like somebody is harassing him, right? At least if somebody's harassing you, I can understand like you want to get a punch back or whatever. I feel like if it's just the game, I wouldn't be calling people things like that. I wouldn't be saying things like that. I would get mad, but I wouldn't be saying things like that. But apparently he is banned from some online tournaments. So I want to watch what this is about.
Apparently there is a player by the name of Elder Goose that is, from what I could see, a lot of people talk about, has gone under the radar for a long time, possibly years, just being one of the most toxic players in the FGC. Saying racist comments, rage quitting, just being all around asshole. All right, starting right here with, I believe, a TO saying, regarding Elder Goose, due to behavior/threats that have come to my attention, Elder Goose will no longer be allowed to join any tournaments hosted by me, and they will not be allowed in my community. I have said that Duel Academy is a safe space/community for everyone, and I will continue to make sure it stays that way for everyone. Breakout ad saying, announcement, due to recent events, having reviewed the presented evidence, if I could talk, involving Elder Goose, we will be banning him from the present and future breakout events effective immediately.
That's crazy. Delete the game, you actual waste of server space. Play the game every day just to be shit sad. This is what he's getting banned for? This is what he's getting banned for? Delete the game, you actual waste of server space. Play the game every day just to be shit sad. This is assault. This is tame. The fuck? All right, hold on.
If you off yourself, not a singular soul would care nor remember you actual waste of server space. They say, much love, big dog. He says, kill yourself. That's my love for you. Boot up the game every day to be shit at it. That's literally built for, and then like you in the first place and still be shit at the game.
As someone who got suspended from Evo Japan 2024, I can go and play in Evo Japan 2025 this year. I'm lucky that I got a suspension for giving a death threat to people who were harassing me and doxing me, okay? And I was a victim at that time, all right? This dude is telling people to off themselves over the game. You can't do that. You can't do that. I think, like, in general, you can't tell anybody to off themselves in anything. even if you are the victim in this scene, you are not allowed to do that, because it doesn't matter if you were provoked. It doesn't matter if you cannot tell somebody to off themselves no matter what. It doesn't matter what the situation is, unfortunately. And I say unfortunately because you could be someone who's getting harassed and you'll say that to like snap back and it's still bad. If you just rage quit, I think it'd be fine. But it's the fact that he ended up saying like off yourself that's where it ended up getting real bad. This type of stuff to me, as someone who faced repercussions for his actions, you know, I understand now, like at least the scene is being equal about it. You know, I'm happy that the scene is at least being equal about it, because if it wasn't and we were still letting shit like this fly by, I would be mad, because then it'd be like, oh, y'all just suspended me for saying it, but you're not suspending anyone else for saying it. But now they're doing it to everybody. No lie, if you told me he got banned for this, for this comment, if you told me he got banned for this comment, I would partially believe you. I would think like, okay, he said something like this, which was actually pretty tame, right? You know, saying something like this and getting banned for this, I would actually low-key believe you, because of how the scene has gotten so like tight-lipped. You can't say a lot of things like negatively. You're not allowed to. Even this, I could understand he would get banned for. I wouldn't agree with it, but this would be like tame. But it's the fact that he said all this nonsense. This to me, that's gonna get you banned. That it doesn't matter the context, sadly, you know, whether you were getting harassed or doxxed. It doesn't matter what the context is. You're just gonna get banned for it if you say some shit like that. And in this context, it's not like he was getting harassed. You just lost at the game. So, nah. I understand them banning him.
A proposal: we permanently ban Elder Goose from entering tournaments until proof of change of behavior, or he goes to every person he DM'd like this and repeats the contents of those DMs to their faces. Okay.
Bruh. Yo, I know I dropped, but like, bro, why? Why are we proposing this? Proof of changed behavior, or he goes to every person he's DM'd like this and repeats the contents of those DMs to their faces. You know he can't, you know, if he repeats the same action to their face, he's just gonna get banned anyway. I hope he knows that. I don't hate Elder Goose. I have nothing against Elder Goose, because I don't have any problems with people that don't have problems with me, and I don't have any I'm not gonna go out of my way to create beef with people or whatever. I'm changed, bro. Like I got old, you know, I'm 30 now. I'm fucking old. I'm fat and all this other bullshit. So I don't have the time or the energy to really be getting into beefs and spats with people. He just gotta chill out, bro. Like, and this coming from someone who gets mad all the time, he just gotta chill. The game is stale. The game is effed up. Everybody knows the game is effed up. Nobody's gonna disagree with you and tell you that the game is like amazing or whatever. I can tell you a lot of the higher level players, they don't like this. They don't like Street Fighter 6. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that they do, with all the nonsense that goes on in the game. I don't think they're gonna go to the level of telling other people to off themselves, especially because they have brands, they have all the stuff that they gotta worry about, you know.
So we're gonna pretend Elder Goose wasn't acting like this from day one. It shouldn't take this shit to say to the wrong person to get people banned. You shouldn't be saying this shit to anyone, period. The amount of people just laughing it off is very concerning.
Well, we're laughing it off because, to be quite honest with you, no one's gonna do shit like this. Personally, it's fighting game salt. At the end of the day, that's literally what it is. If we were to ban people for telling one person to off themselves, right, like over fighting game salt, it's like you're gonna do that for every person. And at that point, you know, I believe Teddy Treebark is the type of person that would really not be salty, because I remember in Strive Teddy Treebark and I fought, he beat me and he made a clip saying SonicSol gave up against me. And then I beat him 5-0 right after when I started to learn Guilty Gear. And Mans was not happy about that. He was upset. So I know for a fact, that these guys that are saying all this stuff on Twitter and talking about how you shouldn't be saying any of this stuff to anyone, you shouldn't be this, that, and the third, they are the ones that are doing that shit behind closed doors. They're the ones doing that shit behind closed doors. I promise you. You're only saying this because it's what the public is saying. You're not saying this because you actually believe it, right? As someone who got suspended from Evo Japan last year for making a death threat because I was getting harassed and doxxed, right? I can go to Evo Japan 2025 because I served my time, right? As someone who has gotten suspended for that shit, I'm telling you, it's not good to say that shit no matter the context, because at the end of the day, no matter the context of the situation, you have to face consequences. And I faced my consequences and I understood that what I said was wrong. Now, do I understand why I said it? Yeah, I said it because I was pressured. I was in a situation that I didn't like, you know, what have you. But the community is not going to allow you to say those type of things. And it's not a matter of, but I don't think it's a matter of people caring about morals or anything like that. They only care about how they look, how they present themselves. And I don't think that Teddy Treebark really agrees with his words, because there are moments where he gets tight and he would probably want to say some choice words to people too. And I know this as somebody that has fought him in Guilty Gear Strive already, where he has done, he hasn't said he, you know, for me to off myself or anything, but he has gotten mad at the game too. And if we're gonna ban one person for saying some offensive shit to somebody, we should ban everybody at that point.
They're saying this dude Elder Goose been calling my homies monkeys in big stream chats and his personal stream and on Twitter for a minute. Folks just don't be paying attention. F that dude.
He be calling people monkeys. He's Frieza. Now okay, let's talk about this, right? If I call you a monkey, right? If I call you a monkey, is that a race thing? I don't even know you. You could not be you could not be my color. You know, I'm black. You could not be my color, and I call you a monkey, you'd be like, that don't mean nothing to me. My point is, the context is what matters when you're calling somebody a monkey. Because if I'm calling you a monkey or a chimpanzee or a gorilla or whatever, we call people playing stupid a gorilla all the time. Now it's different than calling blacks rogs like low tier god. It is racially insensitive though. The insult is rooted in racism though. What, monkeys? Are you sure about that? Frieza is calling Saiyans monkeys, right? But Saiyans literally turn into monkeys. So like, that is a race thing. To a black person, context is that's what I'm saying. It's about context. There are a lot of times we will call people gorillas for a particular playstyle, right? I know that when I played Genjiro in Samurai Showdown, I was beating my chest like I was a fucking gorilla, right? I was beating my chest every time I was playing him. And there was the image of Genjiro as a gorilla, right? So I know that I'm referring to the playstyle, that I'm referring to how the game is being played that way. But you have to be very specific. You have to call the place, you're playing like a monkey, right? Rather than, oh, you are a monkey. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying the way you play, right? Saiyans do be turning into gorillas. I'm saying the way that people play, we sometimes say you're playing like a gorilla or you're playing like a monkey, right? Maybe he's saying it like that instead of just straight up calling people monkeys. But if he's straight up calling people monkeys like what this guy is saying, then I'm like, nah. Because the thing is, the truth of the matter is, you don't know who it is behind the screen. Ultimately, you don't know who it is behind the screen. It could be, whether it's white or black or whatever, you don't know. So like, you calling somebody a monkey, they might take offense to it, you know, and you won't know. So the best thing to do is to be either very specific and be like, you're playing like a fucking monkey. Your play style, you're playing like a gorilla. You're playing X character like a gorilla, as opposed to calling the person a monkey or a gorilla, bro. Personally, if it were me, I'd try to word myself better. You know, when I say somebody is playing like a monkey, I'm saying they playing like a monkey, bro. I'm not gonna call them a monkey. If I'm saying somebody's playing this character, they're playing Cammy like a gorilla, I'm gonna be like, you're playing Cammy like a gorilla. I'm not gonna say that they're a gorilla, you know? I'm not gonna say that they're a monkey. Cause like, I don't know how they may feel. I'm not trying to say we should be calling people like slurs and whatnot. But this is like, calling people monkeys is, I don't know. I gotta get more context on that. I gotta see when he's using it, etc. You know, I gotta see how he's saying it, things like that.
Wrapping up right here with LeBrutus saying, I'm usually lenient with salt because it happens to everyone, but going out of your way to message someone this isn't appropriate behavior. If 50% of the scene acted like this, would that be a community you would want to be a part of?
No, and that's why I don't really entertain myself and go out of my way to be a part of a lot of this Twitter stuff. When it's brought up to me, that's when I talk about it. And this was brought up to me, so that's why I'm talking about it. But generally speaking, no, I usually don't want to be a part of the community like this, because I know that behind closed doors, people are salty all the time. That is the community. Everyone is salty and they say some shit about a player all the fucking time. Everyone is messaging someone in some fucked up way. I literally got called a fucking pedophile while I was playing in CPT majors. I played some dude called No Chill Chili. I literally played some dude called No Chill Chili. I have it on my fucking channel. And they called me a fucking pedophile, bro. They said that I was trying to fucking avoid the allegations, like the allegations were true, when I never ever did anything like that, and there's no proof of that. It's like, that shit happens all the time and they let motherfuckers compete, no problem. So we are not gonna sit here and be like, oh man, like, oh, would that be a community you want to be a part of and 50% of the scene acting like that? Bro, it's definitely way more than 50% that be acting like this in the North American FGC. I'm gonna be real honest with you. When it comes to FGC bans, it's all optics. I don't know why we're trying to sugarcoat that. You're trying to make sure you have a majority of people that are actually gonna join your tournament. That's ultimately what it's all about. I don't want to hear no like, oh man, it takes a while for people to do this, that, and the third. Because again, when I got suspended from Evo Japan 2024, right? I'm not suspended anymore. I could go and play again if I wanted to. But when I got suspended, right? I know that it was a matter of optics, and it wasn't actually like, no one actually went into the situation and researched what exactly happened. They just saw what happened to me and then was like, we gotta suspend him. That's literally what happened. It wasn't a matter of like, oh man, we gotta research this, we gotta investigate this, that, and the third, right? I think every time something like this happens, you should research it. You shouldn't just up and ban people. Yeah, they banned me without context. People were literally antagonizing me, and I was upset and I was sad. With this situation, he's just going out of his way, just saying death threats to people because he lost at a game. Like, that's completely different. I don't want to hear like, oh man, it's a really hard decision for fucking tournaments. No, bro, it's optics. You're doing this because you want to make sure you have the majority of people on your side that'll join your tournament. Do you think I'm going to go to Frosty Faustings after hearing everything that happened with the Strive community and now we're calling Frosty Faustings Frosty Fondlings? No, bro, I'm not going to go back to that tournament. Especially with how wishy-washy their administration is, because on one hand they ban Shinku, then they unban him and say like, oh man, Shinku is, you know, he's been showing good behavior, he's been showing that he's changed for the better, and then they ban him again for no reason. Things like that is just a matter of optics to me. It's not a matter of you actually care about the morals and the safety and integrity of the actual tournament goers. That to me is a problem. You're just doing it because you want to make everybody feel better. You want to make everybody go to a tournament and be like, this guy isn't here because we don't like him. The proof of his ban is basically him telling people to off themselves. And I agree, if he's saying things like that, he should be banned. But I think the whole other stuff where people are saying that he was racist or all this other stuff, we should actually research those things. We should make sure that we're not just blindly calling people racists or pedophiles or whatever the hell without actually having our due diligence and actually like looking up the research and shit. You know, that's personally where I'm at. Like, I'm tired of people just getting banned off of just hearsay. You guys be the judge. Let me know down below, and like the video and comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I upload another video like this. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.